This video is sponsored by Squarespace, an all-in-one, easy-to-use platform to build your website or online business. With marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful online presence and effortlessly run your business. Hello, it's Delilah and welcome back to my channel. At the time of filming this, I have no idea when you're actually going to be watching this, but I'm currently 18, almost 19. Actually, I'm 19 weeks pregnant tomorrow. We are preparing to move downstairs into our basement, and almost our entire upper level will be a renovation zone. We'll be moving twice in 1 week or 2 weeks, however long this takes. And before we do so, I want to start decluttering. The last time I decluttered our home was before we moved, which was 4 or 5 months ago. It's just time again. It's just time, especially now that I'm pregnant. I've been collecting a lot of clothes that just don't fit me anymore. Clothes that I realized I never really wore in the first place. And so we're gonna start in the closet today, starting with clothes and my whole maternity wardrobe situation. Then we're gonna be moving on to other areas of our home just because we're gonna be moving everything downstairs, and I want to declutter before we move so that we don't have to move unnecessary stuff. I'm not gonna go super in depth today, like I'm not gonna go into all the closets and all the drawers and all that kind of stuff, but let me tell you, in this video, we are gonna get deep. We are gonna go into every corner, every crevice, every dresser. This is part of the nesting phase for me. I just want to feel free of stuff, to not have clutter, unnecessary things. We're gonna begin in the master closet. Mostly this is stuff that I need to declutter. Zach's stuff is fine. It's just I've been collecting a lot of clothes because I've been thrifting. As I grow, I'm just realizing there's a lot of stuff that doesn't fit me, so I need to put it into my wardrobe for postpartum. I've just been collecting a really huge pile of things down here. This is only the beginning of my thrift pile. We will be adding a lot more to that today. These are all of these are cute and I don't want to get rid of them, but they don't fit me right now clothes. It's a pretty good stack, and to be honest, I don't really know what to do with them. I guess I could just put them up there. Alright, so this is what I pulled out of my closet, this giant pile of clothes. That's going to the thrift store, and today I'm kind of just focusing on anything that has rug, tile, so the bedrooms. I'm gonna post this on Facebook Marketplace because we got a new one for the baby. I'm gonna see if there's anything in the closets that need to be decluttered. For the most part, this is just a matter of tidying up a bunch of stuff. Also gonna post that on Facebook Marketplace because we're gonna get a new one. There is stuff in the mudroom, I desperately want to go through the mudroom and that closet, but for now it's not a priority. We just did a makeover here, so there's not a whole lot to declutter here. The entryway, this closet, and then over here in the toy room. No, I don't think there's a ton to declutter, but there's a lot of organizing I would like to do. Although right now organizing isn't the biggest priority. And then moving on downstairs, this is where we're going to be living for the next week and a bit. So I need to go through all of this. Clearly, toys have been scattered, so I need to clean up, organize. This is just where things get thrown. We've got boxes, we've got things that are too small for our children, we've got random decor, and we have a printer down here that doesn't even work. Why do we have that? I don't know. So the goal is to get this clear, to get that room clear, and then we should be good for today. Welcome to our storage room. For the most part, it's pretty clean, pretty organized down here, but over the course of the last couple of months, as we've taken things like Christmas decor out and maternity clothes out and things from this room, we haven't left it in a very organized state, which is bad, and I need to start just taking more time when I am putting things away, when I'm taking things out, just making sure I'm putting it back properly instead of just like ripping it out and leaving. It's a bad habit of mine, so I'm gonna go through this stuff and try and like find proper spots for all the Christmas decor, because we did buy a little bit more this year, and just make sure everything is kind of where it's supposed to be. I don't know how much you'll be able to hear me with the furnace running, but this is the area I was hoping to get to. So this stuff is mostly all good, kind of like memories and miscellaneous things. This is baby stuff, so all baby stuff is going on that side, so it's easy for me to access in the next few months. This box has just been collecting the most random stuff. We have 2 feeties for Theo's snowsuit that is in the other room. We have the shoes that I wore on my wedding day, which should be going with memory things. A planter, balloon things, more memory stuff. I'm going to use this box now that it's empty of the random stuff. I'm going to use this box to store lots of like decor that I can't put up yet or don't have a spot for yet, but I still want to use and keep. Things like this wicker shelf. I'm obviously going to put this up somewhere. It just doesn't have a good home yet. Once we have the new flooring in, we'll be able to start like decorating things, putting together the bedrooms. I don't think I want to keep this. This is a fake plant and I'd rather have a real one. We'll keep this. Shelves. We got another box here of random decor items. All my jars and vases and things I want to keep out. I'll probably store these in like the cold storage, somewhere that's a little more accessible but still out of the way, because if I ever get a bouquet of flowers, I don't want to have to be digging through all of my boxes to find a vase. I have not looked through this box since, I mean, it's been probably half a year. There's a lot of decor in here from the old house that I just kind of rotated through. Lots of fake flowers. Cutting board I'll never use. Table runner I'll never use. This is a pretty frame. A vase I never really loved. Okay, let's show you. We have a collection of items from that box that I will probably never use, ever. All of these guys are going. Okay, so this is what we've got going on. We've got stuff that I decluttered. There's just like a bunch of really random stuff, like some blankets and curtains and decor. I found jars and stuff to take upstairs, recycling, and stuff that I actually need to borrow out to some friends who recently had babies. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel very good today. Not on top of my game. I think I just need to like take a full day to just rest and do nothing because it's been crazy. But moving on to this area. I'm gonna need Zach's help for this because some of the stuff is his stuff. Shouldn't be too hard because it's lots of like the same category of things and I kind of have an idea of where it's gonna go. It's just a matter of doing it. I'm gonna pause it right there. I want to talk to you about Squarespace. Years ago, I created my own website using Squarespace. They offered everything I needed, all in one beautiful, easy to use platform. I hear all the time from many of you how you want to create an online presence somehow, maybe even make a little bit of a side income while also watching your kiddos, bring in that income from home, but you don't know where to start. Well, my friends, a website is the perfect place to start. Think of a website as like a one-stop shop for your audience or anyone to come to learn more about you, who you are, what you represent, what you offer, and what you bring to the table. You can use your website to blog your life, your thoughts, your interests, and create a community with Squarespace's commenting features. They have an incredible commenting system that supports threaded comments, replies, and likes. And their blogging features include tools to categorize, share, and even schedule posts. One of my favorite features on Squarespace is the option to display your social media profiles on your website. Every time I upload a new photo to Instagram, for example, it'll automatically show up on the website, keeping the page fresh, keeping it updated, keeping it new, and drawing people in to click on different social media platforms. But you can do more than just blog on your website. With a business or commerce plan, I actually use my own website to sell digital mobile presets for people to use to edit their own photos. I also use it as a place for people to come and like shop our stuff. So anything that my audience asks about often, I will link it there, and I can also make a few bucks off of affiliate links as well. You can easily sell product, digital content, subscriptions, and services and begin generating that income at home. So whether you're looking to start a business, advertise, or create a community, Squarespace makes it easy to achieve your goals. Head to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch your new website, go to squarespace.com/lepkeyslife to get 10% off of your website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the decluttering. Okay, so it's been like a week or two. We've moved back up. The flooring's almost fully installed, although at this point that's probably old news already. So now that we're moved back and we're moving everything for the second time, things are just becoming really disorganized and crazy, and I'm realizing my decluttering needs to be a lot more intense, and I need to go through everything, reorganize everything. One area that has been especially bugging me is the crafting stuff. So like, as you can see, we've got all kinds, we've got all kinds of different like containers that are just full of super random miscellaneous things that need to be organized and go through. So I've got an assortment of baskets over here, and I started putting this together. So my goal here is to separate like markers from crayons, from pencil crayons, from pens, pencils, you know, and then anything that Theo can't have, which is like markers, things that'll stain, will go in this basket. And in here I've got a bunch of miscellaneous jars so that I can organize these into different like categories, such as smelly markers. And then this will go on the shelf out of Theo's reach, so whenever Eloise wants to color, I can just pull this down for her, and then depending, like if she wants to play with all of them, she can color with all of them. If she wants just one, I can pull out just one jar. Just trying to come up with some kind of organizing system that'll work with what we have on hand. Alright, this is where my organizing efforts have brought me. I have gone through all of the markers and things, organized those, took out anything that like was broken, didn't belong. So this is now like the arts and crafts and sensory shelf. And then here, this is just all the junk, like the colored on papers, dried out Play-Doh, dried out markers, broken things, garbage. So this is what we are decluttering from this. And I've also managed to completely clean this out. So this is where toys are gonna go when they're out of rotation. Now I get to go through this. Okay, lovely angle, but this front entrance closet is kind of where obviously a bunch of miscellaneous stuff is stored and where a bunch of toys that are out of rotation were stored, but now I can move those toys into the shelf in the playroom so that this can be more so for guests and not for toys. You know, I am also starting a bin. Anything that is like baby toy related is going in here, and we're going to put this into the nursery for the new baby. There are 3 more sections I really want to tackle today. The first one is this one. It's really, really bad. It's just a disaster of miscellaneous puzzles, toys, completely unorganized mess. So I'm sure there's a few things in here that we probably don't need anymore that I can probably get rid of. It's just been driving me crazy. You ready for this? Oh yeah. Okay, moving on to the mudroom. I did organize and clean all of this morning, so now I just need to tackle this. I don't know where the other shoe is. So much better. That's so much better. This is what we've ended up with. This is all stuff I'm giving away. I knew this closet was bad. So there's a toque that never fit me, jacket that apparently I already had a jacket for Eloise and I didn't realize it, so I bought her a second one. She didn't need a second one. So it's going back to the thrift store. Hat I never wore, jacket I never wore, hoodie I never wear. I'm actually getting a new jacket that's much nicer, like way better quality. That's very similar to this one. So this is going to the thrift store. And then some stuff that's just too small, needs to be packed away for baby number 2. I mean, baby number 3. 3 babies. All right, the last area I want to tackle is our linen closet, which is currently still unfinished, but there is a bunch of blankets up here that we've just probably never ever used, really don't need, and there's a few items I want to put in here, so I have a feeling most of this is gonna go. Alright, this is where I'm at. Day 2. This is everything that I decluttered today. Lots of big blankets, lots and lots of jackets, and then in here there's just like some miscellaneous toys, shoes. That's a good chunk of stuff, and there's still more to do. I'm gonna call it a day because I'm running out of steam. I need to rest. I just can't do as much as I used to be able to do. I'm gonna hold you down here because this camera's really heavy. I know I did go through all the basement stuff before on day 1, but since then we've moved all our belongings down there, and then we're moving them all back up, and through that process I'm discovering a lot of things to get rid of. So there's still a lot of things down there because we're only half moved up. We're like half moved downstairs, half moved up. Things are kind of all over the place. So once the flooring is fully installed and we're fully moved up, I can go through all the stuff down there. Okay, day 3. Not gonna lie, this day was really mentally exhausting for me, and when I have those days, I really like to clear my mind, declutter my mind with decluttering. It's really helpful and therapeutic for me. So I started off by going through my dresser. Underwear drawer, sweatshirts, pajamas, paint clothes, work clothes, that kind of stuff. Haven't gone through this in like 2 years, so it was about time. Now I have this organizing system underneath my bed, and I've got 3 big bins, 2 for kids' clothes, 1 for linens. When the kids outgrow their clothes, I throw them into these bins, and when the bins get full, I go through the bins and declutter anything that I don't want to keep, and everything that I do want to keep, I store into bins in the furnace room downstairs for future children. Now, there are also some items that are still too big for my children and that they will grow into, so I left those in this bin. There's also some items for baby number 3 as well that I left in there. So every time I go shopping for the kids, I make sure to go through these bins first to make sure that I'm not repurchasing anything. I also pulled out the summer clothes that the kids wore last year to see if any of those are going to fit them again this year. My kids are pretty small, so like it probably will fit them. Now as for the linens, I don't know, I just haven't gone through this in a long time, and it had been piling up, and I knew there were a number of items I did not need to keep. And who folds their fitted sheets this way? So I got rid of a lot of underwear, a lot of kids' clothes, and especially a lot of linens. It's a lot of stuff. I think I have officially decluttered my entire house, and it feels so good. Seeing these bags, these boxes of stuff that we just don't need anymore, knowing that we can just donate it to someone who needs it more, give it to someone who needs it more. This isn't even everything. There's a few bigger items we're selling on Facebook Marketplace as well. It just feels good to be rid of it, to have less. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you enjoy cleaning videos, decluttering videos, let me know. I can always make more of these in the future. See you guys in the next one. Bye.